up, y'all? Good Monday. Good to see y'all. Listen, y'all. If y'all don't know, this is TFG Tonight, and I'm your host, Mr. Haynes. And this is the best morning show that you can watch at night. Y'all listen, that's Devin, that's Lee, and that's Kenny.
I'm trying to be nice.
Black said we got two Americans.
Say to my brother Black, man, I think you could be a preacher. I ain't never heard somebody that use a curse word and then read a scripture right after.
So let me state for the record, I am a misogynist. You know,
Pull out your card, Doc. He's
and I'm a chauvinist as well. Anybody who knows me knows that.
That's right.
Now I can go back to minding my own business. Either that boy is Benjamin Button or somebody lying.
And listen, and that boy may be mentally 12, but he's 34.
You bad boy, you don't do it again.
I'll let Black articulate a little bit better than that.
Nope.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's good for the soul. It's like medicine, right?
Yeah, for real.
That's all I gotta say. I wish I had one of them applause buttons to, like that.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
And oh, what a Monday it is. Hey, y'all. I hope everything is going just fine today because we're here and everybody's in their places with sunshining faces. Let's bring the family on. Hey, man. Gentlemen.
What up?
Yes. Everybody, there he is, always hustling for the money. For the love of money.
Always. Got to.
Now, are you my brother's keeper, though? As Nino would ask.
Yeah, certain brothers, they put a knife in your back, so you got to be careful with that.
You know you ain't lying there. Yes, sir. Hey, girl, what you doing down there?
What y'all doing?
What up, Lady D?
Y'all, we seeing each other for the first time, so that's why I'm speaking because she just got here.
I know, Black.
What you drinking? Already look at you drinking Fireball now?
Wait a minute, what?
I've always drank Fireball.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't know. But that ain't what's normally in that cup that fills itself up. Okay, anyway.
No, that was champagne.
Okay, right. All right. Well, that's the bubbly is gone. Now it's time to get to the hard stuff. Okay, well, no problem. Well, listen, everybody, we're here. She's back from vacation, and Lee will be on vacation soon, away from his horrible neighbors, and so
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that is. Right. Yeah, right. Exactly. So, but anyway, y'all listen. If we say some things that y'all like, please feel free to follow the instructions at the bottom and give a little bit. We ain't gonna cuss you out like these preachers do, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Hold on. But anyway, all right, y'all, let's get to it. So listen, I got a few follow-ups. Now, listen, brothers, we talked about this real good, and this sister brought this up a long time ago. Tina knows, and her little shawty 140. What up, DJ? Good to see you, bro.
What up, DJ?
Yeah. So homeboy, he gone. I think we knew that though, right? Because she was clowning him on that show, and what we said, listen. If you for real, you ain't staying when no woman kind of coming at you like that. And you remember talking about that, sister?
I do. I didn't say it quite that way, but I remember the conversation. Yeah.
Well, I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm just saying you brought the subject to us. So but right. I remember talking about it. And again, I mean, she was giving that joker some elbows and belittling him. And so, I mean, Black, are we surprised?
Not even a little bit.
Yeah. So what do you think the straw that broke the camel's back?
I think from the very beginning, if any relationships that live out loud in the limelight is doomed to fail.
Really?
I believe that with every fiber of my being, the marriages that truly last. Denzel Washington is one of the biggest stars in the world, but you don't hear about his marriage. Spike Lee is one of the greatest directors. You don't hear about his marriage. You might see this person's wife, but sometimes I think in this case, Beyonce's mother is living vicariously through her. You become popular by nature of your daughter, and all of a sudden all of the stuff you poured into her, I think they begin to feel like they also are is in a star name outright. And so you take any grown man, any grown African American man, you're not gonna stay in a relationship where it's lived out in public. We don't do that.
You're right. I guess he's a celebrity now, maybe.
Well, he was an actor. He was
an actor in his own right.
He's an established.
He was an
actor.
established actor, by the way.
I couldn't
Richard
name
Lawson.
one movie.
Richard Lawson. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He wasn't an A-list actor, but
right. Not
but he was. He
didn't pick up plum off the street.
I hear you.
Right.
I just couldn't.
Grown man with his own money, own identity. Yeah, no.
When I think of Richards, I think of Richard Pryor and Richard Roundtree. I can't name one movie Richard Lawson. I don't know what. Sister, what broke the camel's back here? Why he gone?
I agree. You can't have two people in that position in one family in a marriage. I think most celebrity marriages don't work. I mean, because let's think about it. We hear about Beyonce and Jay-Z, but you never see about their relationship or hear about their relationship. And when Beyonce speaks of him, she says things like, he made me the woman I am. I owe everything to him. Like there has to be a higher and a lower. And let's just be honest, a lot of men can't handle that when they thought they were the bigger celebrity to begin with. And then here she comes thinking she all that because Beyonce's mama. And I just think it caused a rift. I believe that even at us normal broke folks level of relationships.
I agree.
I have one Instagram that is public, and I told my kids, my husband, my whole family, you will never be on that particular social media account because y'all belong to me and not the world. And
beautiful.
Public people don't care about families. Matter of fact, they're very negative toward families. So if you ever see my husband, my kids, anybody I care about, it's on my Facebook or my private Instagram.
I feel something.
I'm not even posting. I'm just allowing myself to be tagged. I don't even post on that thing.
I was finna start. I said, I thought we was good. I don't even have the private page, but okay.
I don't post at all. That's just not my thing on social media. But if I'm tagged, it's not that big.
I got you. Nah, listen, I don't even. My wife had to tell me to go look at stuff she put on Instagram. I don't even know. But Kenny, is this the Matthew Knowles syndrome, or because again, she may feel like she needed to, get some stuff off her chest, and she couldn't have done that with Matthew, but maybe with Lil Lawson, she could have,
That possibly, that could possibly be it. But I think the interesting thing about their relationship was that they were friends for like 25 years before they started dating.
Yep.
So for them to be friends for that long and then to get married and then, that's one of those situations. Are we better off as friends than lovers?
Very good point.
So obviously, Mr. Lawson wasn't feeling being the lover no more because the light, she was it. And again, like Lady D said, a lot of times men can't handle the woman being more in the limelight than, especially celebrity relationships. Men can't handle it. So I think that I hate to say it, but I think that marriage was doomed from the start. To be honest with you.
Well, we called it on the video. I said, listen, now that ain't gonna last. So what I'm saying again, but I mean that is DJ says when you do that, Dev, they say you're hiding them to be negative. Privacy is weird to people. And it also is necessary. So again, that's
everything don't need to be public. Everything and everyone don't need to be public.
Let's be honest. The people who are very public on social media about their relationships, let's just be honest. I don't really look like I should, but when I was all in folks' business, when all of a sudden the posts change, there's something wrong, and then they broke up, and then you start all over again, and it's just to me that's not for people.
That's it. So no.
I just wanted to throw a little respect on this man's name. His acting credentials go back to '69, all the way from All in the Family to Good Times to the Bernie Mac show. He was in the movie Poltergeist, the series V, series Forgotten, Touched by an Angel, Moesha, This man is an
He played in a lot of
established
things.
actor in his own right. No,
And he's still acting today, and he needs
still acting today.
a chick.
Not only is he still acting, he's lost 40 pounds since he split from her.
He's in Tyler Perry's new joint, right?
Yeah.
He's still acting.
Yeah.
He got 300,000 out of it. That's good, but he needs another chick.
Well, apparently he was acting like a husband.
Well, that's why he's such a great accomplished actor. There you go. You're right, Britt.
Actually, he was acting like a wife because it's the wives that getting settlements and
he don't need our money.
Well, he got it.
He got it. He took 300,000 from the divorce.
Hell, I would have took it.
I would have asked for more than that. I think this is a 77-year-old man that said, you know what, get this bitch out of my sight.
What up, Craig? Yeah,
Craig?
I think Kenny did bring up something. We're gonna have to bring the Black Love series for sure when we get there. But yeah, are we better off friends than lovers for sure?
Oh man, that's damn sure a good topic. We need to talk
we
about.
Will. Yeah, facts. DJ said, and we're too grown anyway. That man don't care. He still smack. Well, we don't know if he did or not. He smashed it. No. Okay, well, we'll see. It'll get out of them streets if he did or didn't. But I'm gonna swing the pendulum to the other side now. Look, Kiki. Again, putting your business out there. Like Devin said, we know when you're mad, then we know when y'all all right, and you just get too invested in folks. So apparently she back with the baby daddy. She hollered and put that man in jail because he beat us. I don't know. I really don't care. But since we talk, we got to talk about these folks and they just do ignorant stuff. I mean, sister, they want to shame her for doing this. And I got my opinion. And I'll give it here in a few minutes. But what is this? I mean, she said he was abusing her.
Yes. And there's also a rumor that she may be pregnant. It's given this toxic relationship. I think this is a point where we treat her like every other family member. Next time he hits you upside your head, don't call. Call 911. Don't call me. Don't call us. Don't nobody care no more. If he drag you up and down Martin Luther King Boulevard, because every town got one, don't call us.
Yeah. But Kenny, this is what you've brought before, how it's different from men and women, right? Because again, if the man did it, you know what I'm saying, and he gets a pass, of course the women are eating him up. But if this was flipped on the woman's side, oh my goodness, man, they'd be like, bro, I mean, you speak on it well. So I mean, that's the double standard right there.
Yeah, definitely the double standard. We see it all the time in this, and this goes back to us talking about social media. People posting all their personal ish on social media, man, and now we got receipts, as they say. We got receipts. You went back. We can go back to this post where you was down. You was just calling this man everything but the man of God, and now you back with him, and you expecting another kid with him? Come on now, really?
It's crazy, y'all. I mean, Black. I mean, I know you like this kind of drama, but I mean, what's the point of even bringing it? Because again, like Devin said, the next time you say it, we're going to ignore you, Kiki.
Well, for me, this speaks to the fickleness of us. When I say us, I'm not talking about these four people on this panel. I mean us as people, white, black, and everything in between. Okay. Because Kenny talked about the social media aspect. All this proves to me is she's human, just like the rest of us. I'm not angry with her. And this states the power of social media, how people would take something to run. And it should signify to anybody watching this unfold, if you follow this kind of thing, is that all this fan love and war. When you're in the heat of a custody battle, or it's over money, or you want to be believed, you say whatever needs to be said to sway that public opinion to your side. I'm not angry with Kiki Wyatt. I applaud her. She came out, she used everything at her disposal to make sure that the sympathy and empathy landed in her corner, and she had the power and the means and the star power to do so. She came out with a song, for God's sake. Her song is in my playlist. I think it's a beautiful song. You Make Me Feel Unbeautiful. The girl is brilliant. She's a great actress and this, that, and the other. However, having said that, she's also a woman that got scorned. And in that moment, she said what she needed to say. And this is why I would say to my fellow brethren, that shit where you getting standing in front of a judge and, well, I don't want to say too much, all is fair. You can apologize later. Just like her mouth curves, you need to be willing to stand in front of that judge and walk in there with a scar across your head. Say, this bitch hit me. She cheated on me. She did this. She did that. If you're fighting for your name, custody, or your money, you know, all is fair. And then it's the people, you know. So I agree with Sister Lady D that, you know, I never took it that serious anyway. I know in the real world, women start as much as they give as much as they get. And that's the real world.
Yeah. You know, the operative word for me here is over exaggeration. We over exaggerate things, and then we overhype situations as well. I just think at this moment, I don't know what the boy really did to her. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, again, we all know somebody close to ourselves that have done the very thing that she did. You know what I'm saying? Said something about a dude, you know, talk bad like he a dog, you know, trying to show out. And then all of a sudden, when Usher wouldn't take you, then all of a sudden, now you want to go back to him. Okay. Okay, you know, it is what it is. So all I'm saying is that's why y'all stay out of folks' business, right? Keep people out your relationships, and at the same time, if she crazy, well, he crazy for being there with her. But apparently, I've heard that crazy women got some. Well, anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, they got that fire. But anyway, but this goes back to Lady D though. Toxic relationships, man. It's for some reason.
God.
People love these toxic relationships. For some reason, they feel like if it ain't no drama, if it ain't nothing crazy going on, this person don't love me, or she don't love me, or I don't know. That's just, again, that's like Black said, that's people. Yeah. No matter what color, black, brown, orange, or whatever, that's just people.
DJ, I don't know about no 21, man. She got 21. I mean, my goodness, he just
Just give it to
a kid. Oh,
give it to her. Yeah, she got 21. He said she got 21 kids.
Not out there like that.
He talking about Kiki Wyatt, I think, guys. Kiki Wyatt.
Yeah.
She got about 12 kids.
Yeah, she got kids.
Black did say Kiki Wyatt, but we talking about Kiki Palmer.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But I believe Kiki Wyatt got some good stuff though too.
Oh, Lord.
You should be able to jump in there and end up in Jupiter in that.
This is a test.
Some sticking to them walls though.
I don't know. I don't even want to talk about sticking to the wall. He said he's a fool.
Sticking to it, a Shaq shoe.
Some sticking to the wall. I might have to squeeze it in a bucket and throw it up in there.
All right. I knew he was gonna get the feeling in a minute. He's a fool for taking her back. You only get one chance to. Yeah.
I don't even think they're back together. I think this was a co-parenting moment. I think we're reading more into it.
Okay.
And again, that's all we're gonna do because I don't care. When I tell you I don't care. But listen, hey Miss Shannon, y'all don't even know who this woman is. I'm gonna tell y'all who she is. This is Simone Biles' biological mama. Now I seen the people the people. If you watch the Olympics, the old folks that they were showing all the time was her grandparents.
Right. Her mother's dad. That's her mother's dad.
Oh, I didn't know.
The dark guy. Okay, so that makes sense.
Right. That's her mother's dad.
And again, we just talking because this is my family. We just talk, and it annoys me that these folk just come out the wood. And I'm not saying that somebody didn't probably go try to find her because that's what we do now. We try to dig up stuff. But yet and still, if you know that you ain't been in your child's life, shut up. Because I don't understand why now. Like Shaq Daddy coming around. You know, all these people be coming out of the woodwork when they kids make it. And again, I don't know what happened. I know there are probably some legitimate issues that could have been taking place, but I don't know. I ain't here for that. She said she clowned him publicly and made video. Yeah. No, yeah, that's them beta dudes, but we'll move on from that. So Kenny, My question is, sir, you sports guy. I mean, is this supposed to be some feel good story? Because it sure wasn't that.
You thought it would be, but my problem with the biological mother, I'm just gonna keep it real. When I read and I listened to her interview, and she said that she said that Simone should reach out to her.
That part.
That turned me off all the way, because
goodness.
no matter how, and I'm speaking in my perspective, no matter how old I get and how old my children get, I'm still their parent. They're the child. So if I do something that I know that damaged and hurt my kid, I'm the parent. I'm the one that should be trying to reach out and fix it. Not I'm just gonna wait for her to call me in her own time.
Yeah.
That she lost me with that. I'm like, no, ma'am. That's you were on drugs. Your children were taken from you. Just fortunate enough, your dad was able to get them. They weren't in the orphanage, and he was able to raise them. So don't come sitting up here and saying that it's on Simone Biles to call you, because she really doesn't have to ever call you again, to be quite frankly about it. Be honest with you, if she doesn't want to. But if you want to salvage the relationship, you have to be the one. And again, I'm speaking on this from personal experience too, from my own pops. Peace be upon them. I had issues too. I feel like it shouldn't be me. I'm the kid. Why should I have to reach out to you? So anyway, that's my perspective.
No, for sure, sister. I mean, if that's what you was gonna get at media, you should have just kept all that.
Shut up. I agree.
You know, let Simone write her bibliography or something, and then put you in there. But don't let them come find you. I mean, you know, what you think about this, sister?
I kind of believe you can, but I feel like the person who broke the relationship, the onus to reach out is on them to fix it.
Yeah, that's the mother. She broke it.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. She's the one that broke the relationship, so to me, it should be on her to fix it.
Right.
I know some women, especially older women, and like that just have kids that are like just trash, crackhead kids that steal and just cause chaos and confusion in their life. To me, it's on them to fix themselves and fix the relationship, and not to put it on that mother. And
I agree with that. I agree with that too.
But that lady lost credibility with me though when she went public. I feel like someone offered her money. She probably ain't in the best financial situation, but to me, it does not make it look good to me if you allow them to push you to social media. Like, why would you allow someone to do that? Because that's not going to help the relationship. And she says she has her direct phone number. Why would you allow someone to cause you to go to social media? So now it just seems like I'm simply a money grab for you. And you're doing this after I win a medal, which is, of course, why they reached out to you in the first place. So I still see you as an opportunist, and to me, that's still like some crackhead behavior, if I'm being honest.
I totally agree with everything you just said, for sure.
But Black, this is my thing, and I mean this wholeheartedly. For me, Simone hasn't uttered one word, and that for me, I love it. I'm not addressing that. Goodbye. Bye, Felicia.
Well, I have a different take on it. And on its face value, I agree. I don't disagree with anything that was said. You know, from the outside looking in, it's easy for me personally, I don't speak for none of you guys, to sit there and think, why now? You know, you waited till the moment till your daughter is the most accomplished, you know, Olympian, you know, in her sport ever to do it. She's the GOAT. And now you come forward, and so it would seem to be selfish reasoning. But this is only a feel-good story if Simone wants it to be. Because like Kenny, this hits home for me in a sense that I'm the product of 11 children, which is the ones we count. There's really more of us, to be perfectly honest with you. And I mean this in all sincerity. You know, and this is not to shame my mom. The sign of the times of what happened back in her. My mom is the strongest woman I know on this face of this earth. The things that she's went through. There's 11 of us that we count, but we know for a fact that there's more of us and different baby daddies. I don't know my father. Never met him, have no clue. One of my brothers, it's important to him to know his father.
Okay.
It drives him. For him, he has this internal need to know what makes him himself. What did my dad do? Me and my sister had this very conversation last night. I've never, I mean, never had an inkling to know anything about my father. I accepted from as far back as I could remember. I'm on my own. My mother had a boyfriend. I didn't have a father figure. That has never driven me. And I wonder if sometimes in this case, are we being a little bit unfair in the sense that we're so used to seeing men abandoning children and coming back that when we see it in this reverse setting of a famous woman and the mother done it, and we're all sitting, especially as men, the relationships between a father and a daughter, and as Kenny brought out to me, on the show Saturday, is so special. One that I can't even speak to because I don't know what that is. But mothers and sons are particularly special, and so. Is Simone not saying anything? It comes down to what does she feel? Because sometimes you can forgive. It ain't for the other person, it's for yourself.
Right.
And we do know famous people who, for whatever their reasons, they made peace with that person. I have no inkling to know my father whatsoever. None. He could pass this earth and I wouldn't make a difference. I don't know how this young lady feels. And to DJ's point, this is the person that gave you birth. Does she want a relationship? And last part I'll make, I think in the movie James Brown, where when the scene she comes in, he told Bobby, he says, make sure she don't want for anything, but he told his mother, don't ever come back here again. And so there might be a way to make some kind of peace that I can forgive you to a certain extent, and you are my mother, and I feel a responsibility, but I don't want to know you. So it's more complicated. Than we could say.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely layers to it.
Yeah, this is definitely not we can figure this out, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't know. It's some things you should bet off handle privately. And then maybe this. How about this? This just came to me. How about we bring it to the end or the completion where it comes full circle and then we tell the story? How about that? And in the middle.
And what's interesting that her mother didn't speak out on when that Dr. Larry Nassar, who was convicted for messing with these gymnast women, and her daughter was one of the ones that was assaulted. She didn't have a comment then. Where were you then?
Yeah. So all that.
So that could play in Simone Biles' mind from her perspective, like. Yeah. I don't even want to speak on this because when I needed her the most, or if she wanted to really fix this, when I needed her during that time, she didn't talk to anybody. So.
You're right. I think, not to interrupt you, I apologize. Now that you said that, I can see why I'm so negative and bitter, because I think that was my problem with my father. He was around and still didn't care. It wasn't like Black, where I didn't know he existed, didn't know where he was, didn't know nothing about him. He was literally around.
Wow.
And still didn't care if we didn't eat, didn't have food, didn't have anywhere to stay, didn't have nothing. But whenever he needed something, guess who showed up? Or when he was at the end of his life and he was ill, everybody came to me and told me I was obligated to do all of these things because he was my father. I had to help get him buried and the whole nine. And then at the funeral, I made myself cry. I pray no family member see this, but I guess it is what it is. Just because everybody kept staring at me. Because the whole time I'm looking at him, because they put you on the front pew. And my brother's in tears, my sister's in tears. They're just, they lost their father. I'm looking at him thinking, you spent all these years on this planet and never gave a damn. But I would hear him brag a lot on his daughters, how accomplished he was. My baby came in here at the hospital and she had a computer and 2 phones and she this and she that. And my mind is you contributed none of it. Right. So that's why I'm saying with Simone, it's just ugly. It seems selfish and one-sided.
Yeah. It's definitely not giving love. It's giving something else because, again, my thing, and again, there's no right or wrong with this. It's just my perspective. If you love your daughter, you say, hey, does she want to talk about this? Have y'all asked her about it?
Bingo.
And then from there, then we have a conversation. Other than that, Miss Shannon, it should have been no comment. That's what it should have been. Give the since you're only getting the, because again that story is what 10 out of 9. I mean 9 out of 10 on that street. That story a dime a dozen. But because your daughter is famous, that's the only reason why this story matters to them. Other than that, if she worked at Walmart, you know what I'm saying?
Right, nobody would care.
Nobody cares. So then if the only reason they coming to you is because of her, well then you let her be the reason why they coming to you. Oops. All right. So, all right. Well, we'll keep it moving. Get in. I mean, man,
that was a heavy segment right there. But you know, it was a great transition though, because we were talking about the most accomplished women's gymnast ever.
Yeah,
she won like 9 golds. I think now she's got like 12 altogether. I think 9 of them are gold, but Simone Biles. Yeah.
Can we just say this for just a second? That's why I wish everybody would stop being so scared to go through something, because you don't understand what, now that you know what she went through, man, she built different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's, man, listen, man, I introduce my kids to struggles. I don't play that. I'm not keeping you. I wish I would make you live better. Man, you crazy. Like, you paying rent. Yeah, you gonna buy your car. No, yeah, you gonna buy your food. No, if I ain't cooking and I, you know, you got a job, go get you something to eat. I mean, come on, y'all.
Yeah,
that's how do you think she overcame adversity? Because she had a crackhead mama. Anyway, okay, I'm sorry.
But with my man Brenton, he's on his rant, guys, and we in that zone now. But I do have to throw a little bit of shade. No, actually, I'm gonna throw a little bit of shade at Simone Biles. You know, her husband now is the Chicago Bear. You know.
Okay.
You know, y'all know I'm a Packer. Matter of fact, y'all already know what time it is over here. You know, it's green and gold.
They calling for a new quarterback for you.
No, hush your mouth. So I got to throw a little shade. Her husband, she was on the sideline at a Bears game in a Green Bay Packers jacket. By the way, so Simone Biles love. You know what? It's always a great day to be a Green Bay Packers fan. So I got to give us some love on that. So now let's get into this meat. Let's talk about the Olympics. We weren't here last week, and you know the Olympics has been a big thing topic. And I just want to keep it simple. I just want to get everybody's favorite and least favorite moment of these Olympics. I know everybody wasn't able to watch everything of it, but I'm sure you was able to read certain things. But I want to know your favorite moment from this past Olympics and your least favorite moment from this past Olympics. I want to start with you, Lee Black. What you got, brother?
My favorite moment was Snoop Dogg, feel good ambassador of the whole thing. I talked about this Saturday. It's just a beautiful thing to watch his growth and maturity and how he and culture embraced him. He still, for the most part, his authentic self and stay true to who he is and talk about struggles. You know, he done all kinds of things, marriage, possibly into this, that, and the other. To be embraced by the entire world, to be Snoop Dogg, how great is it to be him? And there's some estimates that he made $9 million in those 10 days. $9 million to be the ambassador, because NBC and USA TV and Paramount, they're crediting viewership being up in sports. We know we're going to watch basketball and this, that, and the other, but he brought attention to sports that we don't watch, archery and this, that, and the other. So that's my feel-good moment. My least favorite moment was the host city, Paris. In my opinion, you had 4 years to get it right, and you got it all wrong. We can sit here all we want to talk about the beauty of the Eiffel Tower and the backdrop and this, that, and the other, and France is supposed to be known for culture. I walk away from this saying to myself that those some unhygienic, nasty sons of bitches that I wouldn't even want to visit that city. Fuck you, France.
Okay. Only in Lee Black's. Hey, man, I love my brother down there. He gonna give it to you straight with no chasing. Well, Miss, and I'm gonna start calling her our traveling queen, because she is the traveling queen. I don't know how much you were able to watch other Olympics, Devin. But I would like to know your favorite moment from these Olympics and your least favorite moment.
I actually watch the Olympics every day at the bar in the Bahamas. But anyway,
Okay, that's what's up.
All right now. All right.
You ain't got to flex like that, but all
because-
right.
A humble brag. Go ahead.
Because I couldn't miss my track and field. That's like my favorite. I can't miss that. But it would have been some of the track and field moments were my favorite until I found out as far as now my favorite moment is how Americans were over there beating the brakes off of pickpocketers and electrocute them with fake electric wallets because pickpocketing is really bad there. And an American, I think, actually got arrested because he beat the hell out of a pickpocketer. But I feel like they should start asking if they're American before they start trying to take from them. We're a different class. We're a different caliber of people. We whoop your ass over something. You had a wallet with $2 in it, but you still need an ass whooping.
That's right.
Try to take what don't belong to you. So that's the favorite thing I heard about the Olympics. And my least favorite thing, there's actually two things. One was that dumbass breakdancer, and I'm glad they've taken it out of
Thank you. That was mine. You stole my thunder, but go ahead.
Event. And my second favorite thing is when they went back and they were talking about the first Olympics, it was like 1912. And when I looked at it, it was a bunch of white people running on dirt. And none of it made sense. So they were giving them like the accolades about how great of a athlete they were and all that stuff, and then fast forward to when they let black people in, and wasn't none of them in sight, and if they were, they were way back there somewhere. So that was my least favorite moment because anything from back then I just find as a negative. So I almost wish they just wouldn't even highlight it because we know it wasn't real. Because any black person in that at that time could have left them in the dust. So I just don't think they should even receive credit for it, if I'm being honest with you. But yes, that and that dumbass breakdancer were my least favorite.
All right. Thank you, Lady D. Always a pleasure. Brother Brenton, your most favorite and least favorite moments from these past Olympics.
I'm gonna start backwards because I gotta end on a good note. My least favorite was that dummy Noah Lyles. Like, it's one thing to be a great athlete and then to do it. You got your Deion Sanders, you got your Floyd Mayweathers, you got your Michael Jordans. Listen, when they open their mouth, understand you believe what they say because they do what they do. And that clown went over there running his mouth. By the hair of your chinny chin, you won that 100. Great. But
that was a great race, though. That was a great race.
I didn't have no problem with it until he ran the 200. And then all of a sudden, you got all the excuses in the world. Man, don't run.
So you think he lied about having COVID?
I don't care. He could have. I wouldn't put it past. He looked like a liar. and listen, you run your mouth so much, you're going to tell a few in your time. I just promise you that. So my whole point is, that the thing, this is what I love. And this is why I love real men. Because the winner says, he said, do you have anything to say? He said, why don't y'all go talk to Noah Lyles? He would like to run his mouth a lot. I said, man, come on, boy. I said, I ain't got nothing to say. I just came out here and did the work. Go talk to the one that like to talk. Yeah, run your mouth, boy. So again,
okay. I got a rebuttal to that.
That's fine, but again,
it's a lot of greats that like to run their mouth.
How about you, Brenton?
No, I got a rebuttal. It's a bunch of Muhammad Ali comes to mind. Deion Sanders comes to mind. There's a lot of greats that run their mouth.
But they never get caught doing something that their mouth gonna get them in trouble. Never. Never. Now he got in trouble because he ran his mouth. So here it is. Okay. And here's my greatest thing, because we ragged that sister, and that girl got us some gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now again, that ain't my favorite, because I'm finna tell you my favorite is the greatest. I'm gonna tell you what my favorite was. As much as I halfway like watching basketball, I love the last 3 minutes of the final game.
That was
because that's greatness. That's greatness.
That's
right there. You understand what I'm saying? When you put, listen, when the great amongst the greats come out there and you boys that shaking in y'all boot, then this boy had to come in and give y'all vintage Stephen Curry. That man, listen, that right there, listen, if I was in church, I'd give a good hallelujah right there, Doc. Because that thing, right, what you saw right there, what you thought right there, that man did. Listen, man, that took me back to the dream team. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I just had to go back and just watch everybody's reactions as he was doing it. And the team over there falling apart, everybody, the folks acting the fool, and then the night. I said, yes. See that right there, Noah Lyles? See, you try to create a path. Just wait for the path to come to you.
And he keeps talking about basketball players. He keeps single-handedly calling the NBA
The
out.
boy already told y'all what's wrong with him. So y'all listen, when they tell you, y'all believe him. Something wrong with him.
Outside of him painting his fingernails and all that, I actually like Noah Lyles. I
calling him Pearly.
I like that he runs his mouth. I do like that. Me personally, I've always liked athletes.
He got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm glad Simone Biles humbled Jonathan Biles because he needed to be humbled.
Who is Jonathan Biles?
Her husband.
Humbled him. Humbled him. How, Lady D?
I'm trying to. Yeah,
I'm wearing a Green Bay Packers coat.
Oh, okay.
His last name Biles.
Well, she's saying she being
facetious
with that. His name ain't
but
Biles.
she ain't lying. He's the biggest one in the relationship.
Yeah, Lady D always starting is. You know how she be starting is with dudes. Okay. Well, I would say that before I'm gonna get out of here real quick. My most favorite and least favorite. My most favorite is track and field all the way around. I can't even specifically say one moment, but I damn sure love the 100-meter men's final because that's the closest final race ever in Olympic history, and I think it was fantastic. So I got to give that shout out to Noah Lyles, and I got to give a shout out to the 400-meter dude, our American Quincy Hall.
Yeah.
That brother did his thing in that quarter. I don't know if you saw that race, but coming out that curve, he showed what he was built with. He got that dog in him. Because he came back and he took that thing. Also, got to mention Sha'Carri Richardson, man. You know, as much as she was dog, but I got to give props to this sister. Even though she came back with a silver, she came and did her thing in that 4x100 meter and got that gold. So definitely give a shout out to her. My least favorite moment, I got to say, I'm with Lady D. Olympic Committee, don't y'all ever do that ish again with some goddamn breakdance. Y'all just totally disrespected the whole culture of hip hop with that crap that y'all put on.
I agree.
Please take that out. Do not ever have breaking. And then to have that, what the hell was that she was doing? Please, for the love of God, in 2028, when the Olympics in Los Angeles, let's not have breaking in there, okay? Let's do something different. Let's have dominoes or something. Spade tournaments or something like that.
Or Kenny, if they do have it,
can we do that?
Have authentic break dancers from the
boogie
down.
Right, exactly. Make it authentic because that was a complete disaster. That was straight trash. Okay, so anyway, those are my least and favorite moments. So
you know we can't do no spades or dominoes because we don't act right.
I'm going for the gold, baby.
I'm going for but Lady D, wouldn't it be worth watching?
It would be
authentic spades or dominoes tournament.
Man,
it would be worth watching. It would be worth watching.
I tune in.
Yeah,
get a whole bunch of Noah Lyles is that in, brother. Then you get that shit, and that shit at that moment you start running your mouth and you get caught slipping. But it's that's a long night, then, buddy.
Imagine
that's a long night.
A real bro telling somebody from France, dominoes,
say dominoes, wee.
I would love it.
Dominoes, wee. Get your ass off this table.
5 wouldn't be 5; it'd be French fries. French fries.
I'm telling you.
Yes, sir. 10 wouldn't be nothing; it'd be wee. Give me some. Yes, sir. Again, Kenny. Okay, I guess it's a theme for me. Jordan had the flu. And he won the game.
Some people say he didn't have it.
But he won. Again, he'd have had a reason. But this clown, you won't tell nobody you got COVID until after the game, and then you're sitting up looking like a drama queen. You know what I'm saying? For the best actress in a track and field movie goes to Noah Lyles. I mean, crawling all over. I mean, you come out the game, out the doggone into the stand, jumping and listen, we all know what COVID is now, and that you didn't just get COVID in the last 22 seconds, player.
I agree with that. Now, I will say this: y'all need to watch the Netflix series. I think it's called Track.
Sprint.
Check it out if you really want to see who Noah Lyles is. Check it out. It's pretty good.
I think it. I got problems, y'all. That's something wrong with me. We know, boy.
I'm gonna check.
You know he has asthma, right?
He got a lot of things.
I really didn't.
Yeah, he has asthma.
Stop.
He got identity problems. He got mental problems. I know he got a lot of things.
But
A lot of stuff wrong with him.
see, boy, our black folks, boy, we hard on each other, boy.
No.
Our black
You
folks,
ain't
we
hear
gonna
that.
go in.
We are.
We gonna go in on each other, boy.
We are.
Listen, I'm an equal opportunist. Give me a white, Mexican, Asian,
I get that, but I'm just saying we go harder on each other though. That's
because
the
we know
damn
better.
shit.
We
But
know
we
better.
always have. If a kid fall down and cry,
Absolutely.
you like, ignore him. He'll shut up. It ain't
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
That's right.
Hey,
right.
I'm not saying I haven't done it. Believe me, I'm not innocent. I'm not sitting here and saying I'm innocent of doing it. I'm just saying, goddamn, we hard on each other.
No, he's well deserved of this one. Again, you go out there and you get COVID and you win that 200. Man, listen, we sit back and say, much respect, my brother.
Much respect. I agree with that.
Go out there and run them boys. But see, them basketball boys, they ain't gonna let up. They will not let up because you got to wait 4 years. I don't even think you're gonna be able to run it in 28 either.
You got to wait 4 years, and and by the way, it's in LA, so it's back in the US. So.
Oh man. So anyway, all right. Listen, a good act of kindness. Again, I don't really know why this woman stole all that chicken. I really wrecked my brain. Like I don't. They haven't said. At least I don't know why she stole all the chicken.
She was selling it, bro. She was selling
Was
it.
she?
That's why I said, she was selling
Was
it to
she?
make some money. Yeah.
Well, then I don't really understand why homeboy doing this. Then I thought like she was helping the community. Robin Hood, you giving something like, man, don't help no. I mean, you don't help the fools. Okay, anyway. I guess it is what it is. So he played with the Chiefs, doesn't he? Chris Jones?
Yes, Chris Jones. Yes.
Yeah.
No, he's still with the Chiefs. No, Chris Jones.
Okay, yeah. So he's with the Chiefs. What'd you say? Blood pressure, oh, man, bruh. And let's hope they know how to cook them. Anyway. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So again, this woman stole chicken. Kenny said she was set. I don't even know. Why would you? Okay, I don't never know. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm finna let you have it, Black. But I'm just gonna tell the story.
No, I ain't got nothing to sell.
No, you know,
I don't understand this story. I don't understand it.
Brenton killed me when he said, "I don't know why this woman stole all this chicken." I lost it.
Don't.
She was doing the service to the community, but go ahead.
But why sell it?
Oh, please tell me then.
Okay, do you know the story? I don't really.
She was financially in a bind. She bought up some chicken from the school. Y'all know the boosters help everybody out. Don't act like you ain't bought something out of a trunk before and got a discount or bought some. Come on, y'all. The boosters are for the community. When you can get it for a discount on a third of the price or the half, she did that for the community. Where she messed up is they don't buy bone in at the school.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
So black folks, we don't be frying them boneless chicken. In our mind, that ain't even chicken.
That ain't real chicken. That's
That
right.
ain't real chicken. We want the bone-in chicken. And she
And
messed
then you
up.
know.
They said they noticed something was wrong because the
Something
chicken
wrong.
was the bone-in chicken, and that's how she got caught. She
Oh.
hit a link and move on. She kept on doing it, and she messed up.
Okay, knowing all that, I don't even want to talk about it no more now.
Lady D off the chain.
This is a test. This is only a test.
Team deserve even going through that. Chris Jones, you should have bailed out some brothers as got some records for child support or something, brother. Come on, man.
Yeah, Lady D said we don't buy. She said should have known it was some black folks. She bought the bone in.
I'm
That's
telling
when
you.
she messed up.
You
God
big
damn.
dummy, you don't even deserve it. I don't even want to talk about you no more. Let's move on now. Okay.
Yeah, that's
But listen, yeah. So come on here. But anyway, it just if you didn't know, the man paid for her to get out of jail. Bond. It was really high.
No. She's not. She's still incarcerated.
Oh,
No. Here's the thing is that because they already sentenced her. So the only way this could happen is her lawyers have to appeal the sentencing, and now then they have 30 days to do that. Then it has to go back to the court where they have to agree to pay restitution. If the
he wants
judge
to
just
pay the
got
rest.
accept
Okay.
then that $1.5 million would be the restitution that he would.
So she stole $1.5 million worth of
yeah,
chicken.
$1.5 million worth of chicken. Yeah. Yeah.
And she should have been able to hire a good lawyer with all that money she got off that chicken.
I know.
But see, you know what though, Lady D, she probably didn't get that much money off that chicken. Now I think about it.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
But anyway, I hope she working in the kitchen because that's what she was at the school, and she could probably fry the heck out of some chicken. So I hope but anyway,
we damn sure know she can sell it. That's for sure.
Well, she wasn't right, because if it was $500,000 worth of chicken, she should have at least $2 million. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That's supposed to be flipping something. Yeah.
We don't act right. So I really was minding my business when I ran up on that story, and I was like, "Sus, we don't do that. That's like the nickel dime drug dealers who be going to prison and ain't got a dime to show for it. We gotta do better." And what I really wanted to talk to y'all about, which I didn't bring up, was Pastor Keon asking them folks for $2,100 a piece. But I said instead, I need y'all opinion on something, because y'all know everybody got a podcast today, and I guess including us. But anyway,
we legit though.
There you go. Well, there was a podcast where they were talking about how if you are married and say you have children outside of your marriage, and your ex or baby mama, whatever you want to call her, did not, or the baby daddy, whoever, did not want your spouse to attend your baby's birthday party, do you still go?
Now run that by me one more time.
You have a child.
Okay.
I got a child.
Outside of your marriage. You had a baby, you were in a relationship or a side piece, whatever you had going on, that's your business. You made a baby.
Okay.
You met someone, fell in love, and y'all got married.
Okay. So it's after before the relationship. Okay.
Correct. And now the kid has a birthday party, and normally you attend the birthday parties. But your ex has decided that your wife or your husband is not allowed to attend the birthday party. Do you still go?
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Is the question. Brittany, you like you in thought, so I'm gonna leave that be. Ken, are you going?
No, I'm not going. And here's the thing: is there has to be why would the reason for you not wanting my spouse to be there? So there has to be. I need to know a little bit. So you don't like my spouse? Have y'all had some issues? What it is? But outside of that, no, I'm not going, because if my spouse can't go, I'm not going. And then I have to tell my child that, look, no, pops can't come, but we're gonna have your own birthday party outside of this, and everybody's gonna be invited. So no, I'm not going. But again, why would you not want my spouse to go with me to our child's born day party? So that tells me that obviously there's some issues there that you don't like my spouse. So I don't know. That's a tough one to navigate, but I wouldn't go.
All right. Black, you going?
My brother from another agreement, 1,000%. Had you not made that edict, I wouldn't have given a damn.
Right.
But the fact that now you put that in there, we showing up with bells on.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I'm making it my business, because if the relationship is over, you don't get to dictate who in my life.
That's true.
If I'm doing my responsibility as a parent, that should be all that should matter between us. You know what I'm saying? I've never been an advocate of don't bring somebody else around my child and they can't look. Long as that person, I'm hoping that if you're bringing them around our child that we share together, that they understand that, and if the relationship is serious, they're in your life. You've made that choice. So this person is in my life. Now, I probably wouldn't have given a damn about going to a child's birthday party one way or the other. But if you're gonna make it to where now I don't want this person there, we are showing up now. Or to Kenny's point, we'll just do our own thing. And that's right.
And this is a legitimate question. This is a legitimate question, because I see this play out all the time.
Yep.
Oh, let me tell you something. See, this is why I don't have these kind of problems.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, because I'm ignorant. See it, and then she wouldn't. Then again, my ex would know I'm ignorant. And
All
so
my babies by one woman, so I ain't
yeah.
even had to deal with this.
So yes, we're going, and then number two, when you start acting a fool, you're gonna have to explain in front of our child what the problem is. See, because I'm that fool. Now you tell me, tell your child what the problem is. Why you acting fool? Again, because we ain't having no issues, and if the person that's with me now, well, I know they with me, so I know you don't want the smoke from that either, because they ain't gonna. So all you got is your mouth. And again, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go have the most fun with my child. We're gonna take all the pictures. We take with mine. Come on, we're doing everything.
Oh, you being petty now?
Oh, listen, man. Listen, I'm ready, petty. Come on, man. I come batteries included. I'm ready. It's already there. I'm there. I'm going to make sure you never do that again. Don't you ever tell me what I'm not doing. Don't you ever tell me what I'm not. So, man, listen. Matter of fact, we ordering pizza. Y'all out of food? Oh, they out of food. We got it. Honey, call get pizza. I'm making a fool of you.
I'm with him.
I'm making a fool of you. Don't ever tell me what I'm not doing. Yeah, just because I'm ignorant. But yes, we going. And matter of fact, when the party's over, oh, listen, y'all, let's go up here to the alley cats now and go. Listen, I'm showing out. I'm showing out. Showing out. Man, I'll make sure you ever, not me. You play with your next man. Don't play with me. Sorry. Okay. Yep.
I originally, when I saw this, I had all these different thoughts. I was like, well, it depends on how they got together. If it was something where they cheated and got together, then maybe
you said they did it before.
But then I thought about it. It doesn't really matter, because even if you cheated with this person and y'all ended up together, it's still your spouse now. So now there's anger there, and there's more reason to separate the relationship with them. I've dealt with that in my own life, in my own situations, and we just avoided the situation altogether and did our own thing on the outside just to avoid the drama. If y'all came into it right, and that, because some people are bitter, you know what I'm saying? You could have someone that just does not like the idea of you being happy, or they could be angry because you did wrong them when you left them and you left them in a bad situation. But either way, no one should be able to dictate your happiness, because I'm thinking about how this is making my spouse feel. Like, why am I not including you in my life with this person? Because as a woman, if you said this to me, I'm gonna think, are you still screwing her?
Right.
Screw you.
Right.
Want me to go away because she feeling some kind of way and she being petty. I'm thinking of all the negative things that are associated with me having to stay away from whatever's going on with you and your child. And I feel like that's that person's thing that they need to get over. And the way you hurt somebody most, y'all, for anybody that ever hear this,
say it.
Give a damn. To act like you don't give a damn. Even if you are hurting inside, dying inside, these people walk up on you, you be like, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all want some chicken? I bought some off this booster the other day that was selling them. Some chicken and some fireball. Hurt a person is to not give a damn and move on with your life like it don't matter to you. So no, you shouldn't go. And some people can't co-parent like that anymore, where they can coexist in the same place. That's right. Real life all the time. And it's okay for a kid to have 2 birthday parties or 2 celebrations or 2 whatever. By the time we get to graduations and weddings and all that, we should get over that, or we're going to be like me and my ex at my last child's graduation, where we sitting on opposite sides of the whole arena.
Wow.
But that wasn't my decision. I just you don't exist. And I'm not saving a spot for you or nothing like that. I mean, it's just it is what it is.
It is what it is. Right.
It is what it is. But now I go back to minding my business. And if y'all go get into a relationship and be married to somebody, you need to be mindful of your spouse at all times.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
That is. Well, listen, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. So I'm just telling y'all be careful, because.
Or you can be petty like Brittany.
Listen, you better believe it. Man, I'm ordering the game truck outside. Where that game truck come from?
I'm with you.
I got it. Yeah. Shit, man. Because I'm going to make sure when I get home, she's going to be like, I love you. Boy, you just be there. I know, girl. Come on. Anyway. All right. From that to this. Ugh. All right. God help us all. the bully pulpit. Let's just let the white girl speak, and then we'll talk about it. Yes, the white girl. Here it is.
Some of you came and you ate and you left your dung, and you've done nothing to reinvest in the vision. You're a reprobate.
You better talk to those preachers out there.
The Bible calls you a reprobate.
Prophesy, prophet.
That means you've been turned over. When you're disobedient to what God tells you to do, especially in the realm of finances, you reap a curse upon yourself. And for those of you that have been a part of this ministry, I'm just going to talk prophetically here. You've been a part of this ministry. You've watched your family get saved. You've watched your family be healed. You've received personal miracles in your own body, in your family, and your finances. And you've left this place because you've gotten your feelings. You got your feelings hurt. If I left this place every time I got my feelings hurt, honey, I would have left when I was 3 years old. Grow up. Grow up. You're immature. You're immature and you're a reprobate. You think
All right. I guess it's just my day to just go ranting. Sister, again, we've heard these things. They're becoming more and more afraid, in my opinion, because why are you? I mean, we know what a bully pulpit is, and again, now that social media has taken over and people have platforms that other people can go see, and the church can privately go see other people now and don't be exposed for looking at things other people don't have to say. These pulpits are not. Again, it was the person with the biggest mouth or the largest mic that got all the attention. The game is changing now. What do you think about these bully pulpits now?
I don't think that's new. When I was a member of the last church I was a member of,
I thought you could drop names.
I was about to. They they used to say stuff like that to make you feel guilty. It's guilt. It's not. It's you. I guess you can call it bullying, but it's to make you feel guilty, like you're doing something wrong by not honoring the church with money or leaving and becoming a member of another church or something like that. And I just think over time, because of cameras and social media and stuff like that, we just hear about it, now, what I'm saying? They call you, back then they would just call you a backslider and that would be the end of it. And now they just say you're leaving the church or you lost your way from God and all this other stuff like that. And it's just like you said, there's a fear that so many people are turning away from organized religion. So we're going to hear a lot more people talk to folks this way, treat people this way. Because I think a lot of people have started to realize that, because I've been told myself by multiple people that if I don't give God my time at the church, I'm going straight to hell. But the pastor who got 3 families in the congregation and is still pimping, he gonna make it to heaven before me? Get the out of here. So I realized that I can have a relationship with God no matter where I am. Do I miss sometimes the feel good of church? I do. But there's that guilt that you feel when you don't return. So that's what makes it hard for me to even attend, because they make you feel obligated when you step in.
Interesting.
But I think it's common. It's always been common.
Yeah. Now, Black, the reason why they sit up there at their pulpit is because they think ain't nobody gonna touch them up there. Like they won't come down and have a conversation. Like I think that's real cowardly for you to have all these positions and opinions and nobody can't talk back to you. So again, bully pulpits.
Well, I can't pay attention to what she's saying. Look, I'm old school. I don't believe, I believe a man should be the head of a church anyway. So I'm sorry. Anybody want to get angry with me? That's my personal belief. At the intro to this show, I tell people that I am a chauvinist in many ways. So again, you're in the wrong place speaking to me anyway. And that's number one. And then I had to, in this moment, and I'm an educated man, I had to look up the word reprobate to find out what the fuck you're talking about.
Yes,
you
sir.
know. So, you know,
please, what did it say? Please,
an unprincipled person. So
all out
she
of
pulled out this $10 word.
Yes, sir.
You know, and speaking. If you're truly a woman of God, you don't need to reprobate. You need to replicate. If God is in your life, this slovenly, ugly ass white woman, she need to replicate, you know, produce an exact copy of herself to make her slimmer and prettier, you dumb bitch. So that's all I got to say to you.
Oh boy. Yikes.
That's a bully pulpit for you, sir. Kenny, again, her daddy back there chiming. You know, Devin said something earlier. If something's the best way to tell people something that bothers you is to just ignore it. They can't. That money sounds a little funny over there. That's why they doing all that lip talking. So, I mean, you know, go ahead, brother. Bullet pulpit.
Man, she pulled out her, and I would say this about a lot of these pastors and pimps. She pulled out her pimp card. She pimped her. Basically, she said, "The audacity of you, people that came here. I gave you a place to come. I healed you from some sickness. I blessed you with some finances. We prayed over your life, and you not contribute financially to this? I'm your pimp. You don't disrespect me like this." That's exactly what she said. And this, my friends, is where the church is at. It's a bunch of pimps in the pulpit. They pimping and they want to get their money. Y'all better open your eyes. Leave these churches, leave these so-called fake pastors, because they pimps.
Yeah.
But they dressed in a whole different fashion. So that's what I got from that whole mess.
So for me, I've been in church all my life, and I've only come into the knowledge of the truth of Scripture for about 24 years now. That's when I really started taking this thing seriously. And I used to want to fight those people, like have an argument. But I found out that's not what's most important. What's most important is for me to talk to the people that I care about. It does us no good to talk to these people on these stages, because they're going to do what they want to do, and the people who are listening to them are going to listen to them. But my thing is, I'm not scared to have a conversation with now one of them. But until that happens, where we can have a conversation, like you said, Black, you had to look up the word, and you gave it $10, which that's I have no problem with that, right? But the reality is that if we just stop and just analyze what she said, she's making no sense at all.
None.
Right. But again, people are going to listen to that what they want to, and they're going to say what they want to say, as long as they're on that pulpit. But if you all start ignoring these people, because I promise you, she said y'all going to be cursed. I know so many billionaires that have not been cursed and haven't given 2 cents to these churches. Right. And I can just run down a list. You can put 10 people in front of me and say only 5 of them are tithing. I don't know how we can tell which ones is and who ain't. So again, I'm not saying this to say I don't got a problem with the people, because they're only doing what people are letting them do. So again, when y'all ready to have a conversation, though, y'all come down from there and we can sit down and talk. But just know, be prepared, because those that know the truth. Again, let me get this analogy and I'll move on. If I was to say 2 + 2 is 4, 4 + 4 is 8, 8 + 8, y'all would say 16. I would keep going up. And you know, the farther I go, 16 + 16, 32 + 32, you know what happened? People will start dying down because they won't know the answer. Because everybody will say 2 + 2, everybody 4, 4 + 4, everybody say 8. But when I get to 112 + 112, it starts getting a little sporadic, because they don't know. Right? That's right. So again, all y'all are hearing is 2 + 2. Everybody say 4. But when we start getting higher in the numbers, and y'all the voices will start quieting down.
Right.
That's because all y'all like is the easy stuff. Y'all come on down here and talk this hard stuff, and let's see how far we get then. So, all right, well, God help us all, because they ain't gonna stop these bully pulpits, but nevertheless. Okay, well, listen, y'all. We are, yes, here we go. Black Love Series. I missed y'all. I've been waiting to talk to y'all about this for so long. Mixed signals. Why is he talking to me? I know. Okay,
you send it mixed signals. That's why he's talking to you.
Right. Yeah, that's my son. I don't know what he wants. Call your mama, boy. So mixed signals. I think they're dangerous, but let's figure that out first. So when we say what are mixed signals, Kenny, in a relationship, what is considered to be a mixed signal? Let me answer.
I think we talked about this the last show, and I think we brought this up. I think if you're sending signals to a person that you really just want to kick it, but you doing things with that person that's relationship type stuff, that's sending mixed signals.
Okay, all right. I just want your definition, because I'm gonna ask another question. Black, what is your definition of mixed signals in relationships?
In a relationship, it's when what you say and what you do don't align.
Okay, sister.
Say one thing, but you really mean another for your own gain.
Okay, all right. So now, whose fault would it be if the signals are being misunderstood? Because some people say, "Well, that's just this is what." Again, is the danger in the signal being sent or received? Yeah. Okay. See, come on, Black. Which one is it? I got two more.
We've debated this on my show, and I'm of the party that if I tell you what it is, I can't do both. I can't be responsible for how you perceive it. But there is a level of responsibility as well. If knowingly I can see that your perception is wrong. So I'm not going to give myself zero liability, because I can tell a woman that, look, this ain't going nowhere. You know what this is. Now, if she believes that I can change this man, and, he wouldn't be with me if he wasn't still, if there wasn't something to it, he loved me and I'm going to change him. And I know this, but I continue to see this woman doing for me. There is a level of responsibility I need to bear that she just ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still taking advantage of the situation. We debated on my show how much blame and where should it go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I've come to the reason that you still have a responsibility for how it's perceived, because the outcome is what could make it dangerous. And so at some point, you do have some level of responsibility for how it's received.
Yep.
So I get there is still some responsibility for it, but the onus is on the person that, especially if I'm considering myself giving a clear message, and there's the operative word.
Yes.
How clear a message are you giving?
Right.
But again, there's a lot of delusion and a lot of variables that can come in, because especially if you don't know how to communicate, then we're going to have a problem.
Right.
But here's my point to you, sister, or my position for you. Is it more dangerous that you don't know how to communicate, or is it more dangerous that the person you're communicating with doesn't have a good comprehension?
Good question.
That the person doesn't have the good comprehension. Because if you ever hear somebody say, "I'm tired of you playing in my face," there's one or two ways that's going to end up. Either they just going to get sick of you and they're going to stop talking to you, or they're going to do something bad to you. Like, a lot of people can react to things differently. And, I've always told people and women, like, I don't care what this person keeps saying to you. If he say he in love with you and y'all gonna get married one day, y'all gonna be together one day, but he keep disappearing for 2 days, 3 days at a time, and then he show up again and he's still in love. He just working on himself. Y'all gonna get married one day. Like at some point, it's your dumb ass fault for allowing this person to keep treating you like this, and they gonna keep treating you like this. Because why shouldn't they keep treating you like this? So I think the first 2 times, the fault is the person who's sending the mixed signal. But at the third, because I think sometimes people deserve a second chance, because I think people are human and sometimes they make a mistake. But after the third time, it's your dumb ass fault.
Wow. Okay. Now you brought up a good point that where you said, I don't know how you just put it, but basically, even when you're doing something and they're taking it the wrong way, my thing is that still becomes dangerous because we are leaning now towards misleading somebody. And for me, I know we kind of brought that up, but Kenny, I'm gonna come to you with this, and I have one more for us. When the signals are being mixed up, again, we're talking about what one wants and desires and what they want to hear and what they're doing. So again, when you're seeing things not panning out, but again, you're blinded by what you still, again, whether it's the project,
great question.
Whether it's the project, I'm gonna make him change his mind, or
great question.
Oh, I'm different.
Great
right?
question.
Yeah. Where we
and I get you on that, and that's not, and that's not only a woman thing either.
Ooh.
I think men will try to make a woman fall for them. I want this woman to fall in love with me, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make her do this, even if the woman has said, "Hey, I'll slow it down. I want to get to know you." But then he starts flashing his lavishing gifts and this and that, just because now he's trying to buy her. So is it on the woman's responsibility to say, look, man, you doing too much? Yeah, I do. But at the end of the day, though, it's on that dude's he has to pick up on vibes and energy and connection.
Okay.
If you and as a man, I'm speaking from a male perspective. I can pick up from a woman if she's not really connecting with me. Yeah. I can pick that up right off the top, and I ain't pressing the issue. But a lot of men think that because we have been programmed that you're supposed to go after, you're supposed to chase that woman until you make her fall it. No, man, that I don't believe in that concept. I'm not chasing you.
Okay,
before your energy and vibes tell me that you're not feeling me like that, I'm gonna back off.
And that's the individual. But Black, before I go back to elaborate, DJ, because you're saying something, and I'm bringing up a point about that because I believe generationally we have defined terms differently. So, but elaborate on that for me. What you got, Black?
Well, I want to go to DJ's point too.
Okay, yeah.
Tying in with what you introduced a variable that changes the rules for me.
Okay.
Because my answer was predicated on this is not somebody that I give a damn about in the grand scheme of things. I know it's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Once you talk about what you want, the Bible says the heart is treacherous. But even if we remove the Bible out of it, I think about what Lady D just said. Sometimes what we want supersedes everything else, whether it's a man or a woman. So even with men, a woman could be giving you every signal that I don't feel you that way. But if we hear and the heart wants that person, the heart can drive us to do things that's illogical, irrational, and make decisions then that even if that woman she could be screaming from the top of the building, I don't see you this way.
See you like exactly.
But if that's what you want, so to answer DJ's, I don't think whether it's generational or not, I think that's where the danger comes into place, is because I think too many times we replace logic with what we want. And that's where it truly becomes dangerous. And the reason why you made me look at it differently is because I try to operate my life under the principle that my head is stronger than my heart. I ended a marriage on my head, not my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Two people were truly unhappy and going in different directions. Rather than stay in something that I thought would have made us both miserable and ultimately led to disrespect for the marriage, where we would be cheating on each other, this, that, and the other, I had to think with my head that let both of us be free. Her to pursue something that would make her happy and me to do the same. And I've broken up in relationships where I love the person, but I could see that it wasn't headed in the right place. So I tried to operate off of my head being stronger than to think it through, because if I went on my heart a lot of times, I think I would have made the wrong decision, and that's where it got dangerous. My head has stopped me from doing things that my heart wanted me to do.
Right.
Even when I've broken up with somebody, I'm gonna ride by there to see if she with somebody. And I'm grateful that my head stopped me, because I didn't need to see that, because I don't know what it would have done. The strongest person in the world, but then there's some motherfuckers, there's a lot of people dead out here because, you know, you wouldn't think you would do this, but you standing over this bitch with a bloody knife and everything else.
So it's just, yeah, come on, sister.
So if you furnish my house and buy some stuff, but I'm telling you I don't like you like that, how's that my fault?
It's okay. See that, I love that. That's the thing about this moment.
That would get you killed.
That
will get you killed.
Lady D, you already know where you going with that.
But again, it depends on the person. Number one, it definitely depends on her, and it also depends on the type of dude. Because you do got some dudes that's all the game they know is spending out that money. And again, that's why this conversation has so many branches that we can branch off of, because individually,
I'm looking at her face.
Think
Players Club, think of Diamond, and he said, "All the money I spent on you, Diamond."
So that's why we can't assess it as a black and white, because we got to know the individuals, you know what I'm saying, what they want, how they communicate. Again, say for instance, if we're all four sitting at a four-way light, but the lights they all just flickering everywhere. Nobody knows when to go. Nobody knows when to stop. Everybody say, well, my light was green. My light, and so that is confusing. So here's the thing about how mixed signals become dangerous, and we can keep on if y'all got more. A person who gives mixed signals is a person who is inconsistent.
That's definitely the key.
They're inconsistent.
I definitely agree. They definitely
because
are.
Number one, I'm gonna tell you why they're inconsistent. Because number one, there's many reasons why they can't be clear about their signals, and then number two, for me, is especially if you're dealing with somebody that you know is picking up the wrong signal. Again, it has to come to a place to where we are finding out things about each other, then learning that, hey, this light don't really work like that. So again, know that when it get ready to turn yellow, it's gonna turn red real fast. So don't try. So it just, again, I don't think you can function properly with an inconsistent person. That's just my opinion. Come on.
But what if you don't know if you're being inconsistent? I get where Lady D going, because I feel some of that.
Say, Craig, can I just address him real quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's the family.
Accepting gifts from a man you know you aren't interested in is misleading. If you buy me quit telling all my business, a large item, a nice item, right? And I'll be like, hey, I really don't want this. I need you to stop doing this. You still can't come at my house. I know. I just need you to, I just want to do something nice for you, because I just appreciate your friendship. I appreciate the time that you do spend with me. And I'm like, I hear you, but you know, I'm still dating. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ready for all that. I need you to find somebody to screw. You know what I'm saying? So then maybe you can buy her some stuff too. And if you continue to do this because you think that's, I don't know, my love language. I think a lot of men just think the love language for a lot of women is love bombing them because people don't believe me when I tell them who I am. I don't get how that's me being misleading.
Kenny, did we not have this same conversation?
We had this
Because Lady
yes,
D, I'm on the other end that I don't need anything. There's nothing I need, but believe it or not, there's just this many women. I'm gonna buy you this and I'm gonna get you that. And I felt the exact same way that look, I don't even ask for this shit.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying about individuals, y'all. Like some people are not gonna feel like they taking advantage, some people are. And even to what DJ's saying, it may not be your fault, but then don't complain about a consequence if it comes.
That's where I had to.
And there is a consequence. I ain't gonna even lie to you because
what
turns up is they show up and they ain't been allowed in my house, but there's a car in my house, and they be like, "How you gonna have some dude in your house after I just furnished the house? I didn't tell you to furnish the house, but this couch is comfortable as hell." That's your fault. I didn't tell you.
See.
Yeah,
but you're right, Lady D. But you got to look at the long game again. Any man that's doing that, believe me, he's gonna bring that up some kind of way. Especially if he know you rocking with somebody else. He goes like, "How you do me like this, and I did this for you?" Then your reply is, "Well, I didn't ask you to do this. I told you what it was."
You know what I did to justify that? How much can I give you for it?
That's fair. That's
okay.
chill.
Well, that's fair. I get
chill.
that. I got a problem with that.
Or something. Will that make you feel better?
You still playing a dangerous game because you accepted big gifts.
Yeah,
but that's still the mixed signals. No matter how you get it, it's still mixed signals.
It's hard to return big gifts, Black. You can't return some things. It ain't that easy.
Especially it got stains and other stuff on it. Yeah.
Some stuff don't fit in your trunk. You just gotta keep it. Deal with it.
I'm just telling y'all what you say, DJ. I always walk you home. I think he says I say it's misleading because most women are smart enough to know why that guy is buying those gifts. Most men aren't buying furniture for you and not wanting something in return. And that takes us into a whole different conversation because you're right. Because the whole give and take thing, there are expectations tied to somebody giving you something. Again, women, y'all give your body, your time, and your affection. Men feel like, okay, in return, we're giving you materials and gifts.
Right.
And so again, that's generational maybe, but there's still some variations as the younger ones do as well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, so it's risky. That's why it's called a game. But don't be doing it in a committed relationship. Those are weirdos buying furniture for another dude. You know?
DJ off the side.
But y'all know they out there. You know what I'm saying?
But that's been going on since the beginning of time.
Absolutely.
DJ. That ain't
absolutely. Women do it too, but we don't.
Yes.
We don't do it as lavishly. Well, there are some that afford to be lavish with it, but I know women who make dudes food up, bring them food all the time, drop it off.
Pay rent.
Wash their clothes, come over there to the house, all that, in hopes that he will want her. And she was sitting up the house and got it smelling good for some other hoe to sit up in there. So I mean, it go both.
It does. It does.
So listen, y'all say the mixing for them drinks and not these signals.
Real talk. That's real talk right there.
But every time we had these conversations, I'm so thankful to God. I'm so done with that foolishness because
they are more dumber now.
Yes,
again, the terminology,
but they're more dangerous too.
It's more. If
you want to talk about generationally,
it's more dangerous.
You can't play with people anymore. Like it's a different world out there now.
Yeah, you're right. Again, so I just want y'all to just take your time. Again, you playing a game if you mixing up these signals. So, and again, we used to call them T's back in the day.
Yep,
that's a chick that give mixed signals, right? Yep. You playing around and you making somebody think we finna go there, and then we not. You know, that's why jokers used to be choking you and carrying up. And again, not saying that that's right. I'm just telling you that you got to play with somebody that got all the cards there. If they ain't got all the cards there, then you don't know the hand. Okay, well, listen, y'all. He's back. Let me read Felicia's comment. My mama, told me don't take from men if you don't want to be with them. My grandmama said these. Yes,
they
ma'am.
will kill you.
They will.
They will kill you.
It's crazy out here. Kiss your husband and wife before bed, please. Please. All right, sir, take it on in. Hammer is just a hammer.
A hammer is just a hammer. I'm going to get out of here on this one real quick because as we speak, the DNC convention is on. That's what I've been looking to the side for. The Democratic National Convention. We are officially welcoming and ushering in the true political cycle of Kamala Harris's campaign. But why did I call it a hammer? It's just a hammer. Lately, I've been raising a question that I've been asking everybody, and I want you to ask yourself this individually. You know, it's new always better. Okay. You know, we're programmed to think that the new and improved, the new this, the new that. And, you know, even young people, LeBron James is the GOAT because that's who they see with their eyes. And we're so quick to hoist anything that's new and replace the old because, of course, younger, better, stronger, fit is better. And even our government, you know, when they want to secretly spend and on wars and whatnot, they charge $600 for a hammer. And I call this segment a hammer is just a hammer because I think everybody's been into a Home Depot store before, Lowe's, Home Depot, and you maybe walk through the aisles. And even if you haven't, you've used a hammer. Since the beginning of time, and they've created hammers. How sophisticated can a hammer get? At the end of the day, whether the handle itself is made out of steel or wood or some composite plastic, at the end, there is a metal component built like an anvil that's designed to do one thing, to drive enough force to drive a nail or something into something. And at its best, it has a hook to pull that out. So no matter how you spin it, a hammer is just a hammer. And I wanted to caution everybody as we're getting ready to go into full spin over these next 80 days or so about this campaign, because we're being told that everything is at stake here now. We've got a candidate that really wasn't handpicked. By circumstances, this is who we got. And now, the president of the United States is trotting himself out there in this convention, is going to convince the American public that this is what's best for us. And the rejuvenation of all of the people who ordinarily wouldn't vote is all in right now. Did you guys know that they've spent over $300 million at a rate over the last couple of weeks to convince us that Kamala Harris is best for us? $300 million a week. And yet, we have homelessness, we have a teacher shortage, our highways, our roads. I could name a dozen things that we could be doing with that money. Don't even get me started on asking for reparations because that's when that bus starts to beep, beep, beep. Well, let me see it, let me think, let me this, that, and the other. You're called a xenophobe if we talk about the fact that those people who we still fighting the war, you know, with the Ukrainians, and they qualify for not only Social Security, Medicaid, and stipends and things, all those kind of things. But again, when it's for the American public who need us the most, we now have a candidate that's going to tell us that why she's going to be the best candidate for us to do right by us. Folks, I'm not here to tell you who to pick for your political choice because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't trust any of them. But I am here to tell you, don't get swayed by the rhetoric. You know, these next 3 nights, we're going to hear every kind of speech that's designed to push our buttons, and we're coming off of the Olympics where we're feeling at our highest about being an American. But I am going to ask you to open your eyes and recognize that sometimes we need to read the fine print. If we take some Tylenol or some new medication that cures our headache, but the fine print tells us that it's likely to cause nausea, vomiting, and possible sickness in some other areas, we have to question whether we should really take it. And all I'm asking each of us to do is to open our eyes, read the fine print, and recognize that new is not always better. And while we're paying attention to the ticket at the top, think about our own individual lives. And I implore each of you that do vote and that do participate in the political process to pay attention to the things that matter. Because don't get distracted by the fancy machinery and the fuckery and the foolishness of the poisoned words, because these too are wolves in sheep's clothing speaking from pulpits designed to elicit us to contribute. and think about what matters to you most. Because at the end of the day, people, a hammer is just a hammer.
Boy, you was nice and easy on him today. Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. DJ said, vote your interest.
Bingo.
Please. All right. Unless you have mixed thoughts, then just sit there at the light until it just.
You know, and I agree with DJ. Vote your interest, but I will say this: you don't have to disparage Kamala Harris at the same time. Don't disparage the sister. Don't question her ethnicity, regardless if you don't agree with what she did as an attorney general or as a DA. She was just doing her job. Don't disparage her black folks, but at the end of the day, you vote who you want to vote for.
Yeah, if y'all want to talk about somebody, talk about Noah Lyles.
Y'all didn't go this hard for that clown Trump. The way
and that's my thing, folks.
Some of the people I didn't see, black folks,
it's going to do what it's going to do.
Against Trump. Yeah.
And that's the thing. The top of the ticket is going to do what it's going to do. But in our own individual homes where you have bills to pay, the things that matter, how many days a week you're going to have to work, what the gas tax is going to be, whether teachers are going to be in your neighborhood, are there going to be enough computers in the schools where you're sending your kids? Is the highways and roads going to be fixed in your neighborhood? Those are the things I want you to pay attention to. So don't get swayed by the great big hammer that can put a nail that God can hear. What happens to your individual lives? That's what matters.
Already.
Fantastic show, y'all. Listen, y'all know how we do it, and I love it, and I appreciate y'all. I get a very large amount of satisfaction talking to y'all every week. So I appreciate it, and I really can't stand it when we're not on, but that's neither here nor there. So thank y'all for being on.
I ain't throwing no shade. She know who I'm talking about. I ain't throwing no shade. She know who I'm talking about. I ain't throwing no shade.
And listen, it's my fault because I'm just not gonna do the show without nobody.
It ain't right without her.
Yeah, ain't right with none of y'all. I done had folks on the show before, and I refuse to do it. I ain't doing it no more. Just no, I'm good. All right, listen, I appreciate y'all, Kenny. We're gonna start with you, man. Give me your final thoughts. Thank you, brother.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna keep throwing shade at the lady of the crew. I ain't throwing no shade, but the travel queen. That's the travel queen, and the reason why I'm saying this because on today there was a travel queen in our family that I called her the same thing. That a year ago today we lost her unexpectedly, and she definitely would jump on flights like Lady D, and I would always tease her like, cuz big little sip. Bixus, where you going now? And she didn't matter. It didn't matter to her. She flying Spirit. She didn't give a dang. She going to Vegas. She going wherever. YOLO. So I'm reflecting on today that we lost her a year ago. 2023 was definitely definitely a challenging. 5 months prior, I had lost my big sis prior to her. So our family were dealt with losing 2 people that we love. So I dedicate my segment today and to the travel queen that we got on our crew. I'm dedicating this to our travel queen that's traveling now on her own peaceful journey. My little sis, big sis, because she was older than me. My cousin Lanwana Anderson Henderson, continue on your peaceful journey, cuz your little cuz got you. We good.
That's what's up.
That's my final thoughts.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Well, since he's talking about you, go on next then, sister.
Okay, ladies and fellas, I'm going to try to tell you the right thing the best I can. Do not accept gifts from people you aren't interested in unless you know they're not crazy. If they ain't crazy, we gotta do what we gotta do because times are hard and people got bills. Sometimes our credit ain't good. We need some help to help us get some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, make sure they're not crazy and they're gonna try to burn your house down and tear up your car and all that and get it in your name so they can't come back and take it from you. That's my announcement to y'all.
Oh boy.
Okay, I think we're just doing more segments or something. I don't know.
Oh boy!
Again, I mean, if they call it exploitation now, sister, if they ain't crazy, so
I ain't mad at them. I don't even disagree.
I know you don't.
And I'm the trifecta. I'm gonna make it about Lady D too, but in a different way. What I admire about watching you, Lady D, and having gotten to know you over these couple of years as a show, I want to live vicariously through you. Your journey as a parent and finding love and marriage and happiness, and to see you doing your thing, I want that. I'm not happy where I am completely right now, and I've spoken to several people about this. To be in a position where financially I'm in probably the best position I've ever been in my life. I have a job that I, for the most part, I enjoy, and yet some kind of way I'm still searching for that right thing. And I admire the fact that you're not waiting anymore I'm going to wait for 10 years and I'm going to retire. Right. I'm going to see this, that, and the other. You're taking a page out of these young people's books that I'm going to enjoy every part of life. So when I hear that you're going here and there, I'm moving for that reason, folks. I'll be out of here in 3 weeks. Seriously. And because Lady D, I want to be like you. While I still have some relative good health, my rent is going to be close to $400 cheaper. I have no car note now. I have made a commitment to try to get out and do more because I want to be you. Mm-hmm. I want to find that level of happiness and be better to myself and do some things to be I can go. It's a shame to get to be almost 60 years old and there's places that I should have been, but I didn't go. And so I want to take a page out of your book. And I promise you folks, and I told everybody this, that give me a couple of months, Lady D, I'm getting ready to stamp that passport just like you, that there is no reason in the world why I shouldn't be picking up and going. I have nobody's support. I live a completely selfish lifestyle and I've got to make myself happier. So shout out to you, Lady D. Thanks for
that's what's up.
Listen, I tell you one thing you can do to make yourself a little more happier: raise them prices up on them women.
Or find one with similar interests.
Find one.
I'm looking, but
stop sending mixed signals. That's
you might be right, but you like what you okay. Even though I could afford whatever the liquor is, I like Fireball.
Yes.
I like cheap, easy women. So God help me.
That's it. DJ said his balance is negative 1,000. Yes, sir. Sound like DJ on his final written at that job.
What's up. That's
what's up. Be careful, DJ. Be careful out there, man. Listen, all right. Let me hurry up and get on out of here, man. It's been again. She ain't got that old cup that's filling up. It's almost gone now. So,
she on that Fireball. She been sipping tonight.
That's right. She has been sipping. So yeah. Okay. So listen. If I got a question, if a person you knew needed to get a knock upside the head, what would be the reason you would knock somebody upside their head? I mean, how stupid do they got to do something? How stupid does it got to be for you to what I'm saying, right? Just run right upside the head.
Sometimes they ain't got to be stupid. Sometimes it's just people need to be shook.
Shaking. Messing with my family.
Okay, they're gonna get you one.
Don't F with my family. It's going down.
They need more than a lick on the side of the head at that time.
Oh no, they're gonna get a lick on the side of the head, the foot in the ass, and some other shit that's going down. So it's on and popping.
Sister, you look like somebody messed up that order at the restaurant. They getting one.
right. Real talk.
I'm gonna say stealing from me or lying to me. Like you wanna hit you upside the head.
I see you, DJ, throwing you. You ain't got to do all that. Okay, brother.
Yeah, he flexing. DJ flexing. I see you, player.
That's what's up.
I wish they
I
would.
see you, champ. I see you.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, listen. I mean, if you got a negative balance of 1,000 on your PTO, you probably need one of these.
Damn.
I ain't gonna say he didn't do that on purpose, but I don't know how dumb you got to be to do. I mean, that was just perfect. Just
Good Lord.
Yeah. So, all I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, you know, sometimes you just need a good knocking upside your head. Just make sure you're not on the court when it's happening. Because
That's true.
That's a pickleball paddle. He done put a knot on that joker's head.
You put a knot on that dude's head.
Serious, I'm telling you, man. Woo, fantastic show. I think we here next week. She don't hit us with no back to back stuff. But
we gotta ask her, Lady D, what's up?
September, I think. Yeah, September.
Around your born day.
And I got a vacation on September 13th through the 20th.
And I leave on the 18th. So there you go.
So the end of September,
20.
we got Brother Black gone, and we got Lady D gone around her born day.
Well, we're gonna be out for a couple weeks then, y'all. So enjoy the shows as you can. So again, but we'll be back. But listen, that's Devin, that's Lee, and that's Kenny, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.